Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad you're here this morning. Got a great show lined up, some special guests here in the studio. But first, let's take a look at our weather, brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning. Drew Pollard and his hard-working company taking care of our everyday comfort needs. And man, has it not been comfortable the last couple of days? High today, 84, low 66. Water temperature at the end of the pier, down one more degree, down to 80 degrees even. At the end of the pier right there. We're talking about the river readings brought to us by Panama City, Coca-Cola. They're doing about the same. They're low. We talked about it, and the sandbars and the logs and all are bad. The Apalachicola is going down even farther. It's down to 2.1 this morning. And the Choctawhatchee Caryville is at a 0.8. It's been stuck at 0.8 for, I know, about 8 or 9 straight days at 0.8. Our wind direction will be coming out of west-southwest to 7. Looking at a tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Decent tide today, pretty good tide today. It's going to be high around 7:57 this morning, going out till about 4:15 this afternoon. Then you look at the rest of the week, and we're getting into some neap tides, and that don't bring a lot of joy to a lot of fishermen. So it is what it is. We just deal with it. Don't forget now, tonight at Highland Park Baptist Wild Beast Feast, I still have a few tickets left if you want to call me after the show. And I'll meet you there about 5:30. It starts at 6, and be a great time. We really enjoy seeing all the folks and eating some really good food. They're cooking. Started last night and all night long last night. And be cooking today. We're frying the fish and all. So I'd like to see you there. Take a break. We'll be back with our special guest. Okay, welcome back and welcome to our first-time guest here. This is Guy Martin Ward and his lovely wife, Kaylee. We're glad to have you all.
Thank you.
Thanks. And listen, we're talking about some people that enjoy the fishing and outdoors. That's why they're on. They're doing all kind of cool things and all. But introduce yourself and tell our viewers sort of a little bit about yourself. Kaylee, Guy, how'd you get into this Seaworthy Baits? Here's our company right here, Seaworthy Baits. And we're going to talk more about that. But anyway, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you met your wife.
Okay, so I started out, moved here in 2002, started fishing full-time as a kid on the fishing pier. And met a few friends out there and got in it and got into a charter boat business. Back when I was 14, I was on the back deck charter fishing as a deckhand full-time during the summertime, school, And then I got tired. I guess I just got tired of the charter business and wanted to fish for other people, the restaurants and seafood markets. So I became commercial and have been doing that since 2013. And then I bait, there's always, it's hard to find good quality bait out there. So I wanted to get into the bait business as a commercial fisherman, knowing the top quality bait that's around, and put it back and give it back to the people that you can't really find,
Yep.
So,
that's it.
and I've been in it, bait business since 2017. I haven't left yet. We're steadily growing, and I commercial fish during the wintertime, and I've been going down to Bradenton, Florida for the last 10 years. Full-time commercial mullet fisherman, and I ran into my beautiful wife down there.
That's how you went down there to go fishing and ran into her.
I ran into her.
A Hallmark movie or something. So how'd y'all meet?
Yeah, so I was just it's.
What were you doing? What kind of job did you have?
So I was a VP of a bank, and that's how we met. I hosted the commercial accounts for that person, and then we just so happened to meet. And then I moved up here a year and a half to 2 years after that, and now I'm still here.
So you went from VP in a bank to the fishing business. I love that. Is that not a great story?
I stole her right out of that bank job.
So y'all just kept refining and so now y'all are actually doing some vending machines and all of that. So.
Yep. So we have Seaworthy Rentals, which is a bait vending machine. So we have one location right now at Cape San Blast.
Yep.
That will be moving to Panama City Beach very soon, and then we have another location at the pier right outside of Hooked. So that one is doing extremely well.
Folks, when I first saw them come up, I laughed because I said, what in the world? And then the second time I rode by, I started scratching my head. That ain't a bad idea. Because you can go and get bait anytime.
Yep, and not only is there bait, there's also like King, what do we
King
think?
rigs in there,
Yeah,
and 2 hooks.
King rigs, yeah, we have rigs.
We got everything you need.
Salted
Go fishing at
shrimp
nighttime.
and everything, so.
How did y'all come up with that? I know, was it a franchise or something, or y'all just come into it? And
No, actually, it's funny. One of my clients told me probably 8 years ago, you know what, you should get some kind of a vending machine for your bait. I was like, yeah, right. Here we are. It came back, and we're like, we got to start looking for these vending machines if there is any out there. Found one company after a month of searching that makes them.
Yeah.
And we got in with them. So.
Well, that's got, and I guess to me the biggest challenge would be how do you resupply it and all when you know it's out? I mean, how do you?
Technology.
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 It's usually what, every 3 days?
Yeah, every 3 days in off season. I'd probably say every day in season.
Yes.
Yeah.
They just fly off like hotcakes. We're like, okay.
That just amazes me. Like I said, I saw it and I said, oh my goodness, what's next? And then I started thinking, that ain't a bad idea. Really, I did. I rode by that one in Cape San Blast. Okay, we got about so much to go over. They're putting on a fishing tournament. They're doing all kinds of things. They stay very active in the fishing business. What's cool to me is you actually started your career really by fishing on the pier. When you first got here, you started fishing on the pier and met people, and then it just blossomed from that.
Yeah, it has not stopped yet.
That's just inspirational right there because you're doing something you love to do.
Yeah.
And y'all both doing it together now. That's just cool stuff. All right, we're going to take a break and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Sitting here with Guy Martin Ward and his better half, let me say Kaylee, but really, she reminds me a lot of you because she's keeping him straight on everything he needs to do. If you were sitting here, I would be doing the same thing, so I love this relationship already. It's cool, and I'm just getting to be around them. Great business they have, Seaworthy Baits, and you heard last segment what they're doing now. We're putting on a tournament, so let's talk about this tournament right here because this is cool stuff. This is like the old days, folks, this tournament right here. All right, what we got? Let's see. Is this it right here?
Yep, that's
okay.
it.
So the St. Andrews Classic, a month long, so tell us about it.
It's a month-long tournament, you know. Actually, Kenyon and I, which is Kenyon is the owner of Buddy Gandy's Seafood Market there on 98, and we were talking about doing just a small tournament, and you know, just a couple fish. And Kenyon talked me into it. He's like, "We got to do big, all the fish." So that's what we're doing. We're doing all the fish.
Here are the divisions. First of all, look at the divisions. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so we're going to have 5 different divisions to cover hopefully everyone's fishing desires. If you want to use your boat or fish on a pier or a bridge or surf fishing or by wade fishing by land or kayak division or even the diving spearfishing division. So you can get out there, and it's the entry fee is going to be right now is $80 per entry fee per person per division. Okay, and that's only going to last for early registration for the next 6 days, and then it's going to close off, and then we're going to be back to regular registration.
Okay.
Yeah, and
then the captain meet will be like at St. Andrews Marina at 6 to 8. Okay, and that's where you go over everything there. October 17th. The species, well, I like to look at the species, folks. Red snapper, triggerfish, king mackerel, Spanish mackerel, trout, redfish, whiting and pompano.
Yep, got it all.
That's cool. But I think I may enter the pompano. I don't know what. On redfish, you're doing spots.
Spots only. That's going to help with mass killing of redfish. We don't want that.
That's true.
Right? So if you catch a redfish with the most spots and it doesn't have enough, you know, it's just easier to release it and not have to wade in every single time. Right.
That is cool. And the big thing, all the divisions, I mean, you're hitting everything. You got boat, you got pier, you got surf, kayak, diving. Now listen, let me ask you this. If someone enters, let's use pompano for example. Okay, like I pompano fish from the surf. Do I need to just say I'm going to surf fish, or do I just pompano? But I
you would be in the surf division.
No, I pay for the surf.
You would pay for the surf division.
Okay.
Now there is an optional entry, of course, for the pompano, which is a $25 and then a $100, but it covers all 5 divisions.
Okay.
So it's an overall.
So when I catch my winning pompano down at Cape San Blas, what do I do with it?
You're going to bring it to either Buddy Gandy's seafood market or St. Andrews Marina, if it's closest to you. Or actually, we have a subdivision, or not division, but a sub weigh-in station on 30A at Yellowfin Ocean Sports.
Okay, all my buddies over there at West End. That's going to be good. I know some of y'all are going to enter. I can see y'all already. I really can. And I know down in Franklin, St. George Island, and Cape San Blas, we're going to be hitting hard. Listen. So I can run to Buddy Gandy. I know Buddy. I know the Gandys and all that. So he'd be willing to put some lead in it. So I would.
Just don't. See the memes already.
Y'all know what happens to bass fishing when we do that. So the quicker I get up there, the better off I'll be.
Correct.
The king mackerel. That's really this time of year. I know you know that the king mackerel is exciting to catch.
Always.
You know, you've been there.
Yep. Pier fishing, boat fishing, kayak fishing. It's all. I mean, you'll catch king pretty much anywhere.
Yeah.
During November, especially, for the fall run.
Let me ask you this: does it open to everybody or commercial? I mean, are these captains and all of that? Do they enter themselves or
Okay, so for the boat divisions, you have to register each angler as a entry fee.
Very good.
That way, I mean, this year we're all pros, so we want everyone to fish.
So if I wanted, my problem is I do too much. So I like to surf fish, but I also like to get my kayak.
Right.
But I would need to enter 2 divisions.
That's correct.
Because I can catch a winning. I'll catch a winning redfish out of my kayak.
Yeah.
So I got my game plan. I just saw this. I'm just last week when we talked to them, and I started thinking already that a lot of y'all are going to enter this and do good.
Yep. We actually have a few bonus divisions too that we added on, and it's all included for each division. We're going to have a mystery weight. And it's going to be drawn at the captain's meeting. No one's going to know the weight until the end of the tournament. So for each division, you definitely want to weigh in all your fish.
Okay.
So you get your weight stamp, and that's how you're going to be closest to the mystery weight, because you just don't know what that weight is.
So each fish will have a mystery weight.
No, each division. It's going to be in divisional overall weight.
Cool.
And then
I'm looking at your sponsors here. You got a bunch of sponsors: Buddy Gandy, Howard, Hardcore, Salty. I mean, a lot of folks there. A lot of folks have put this on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think the biggest thing about this tournament that we're having is that we partnered up with Emerald Coast Big Game Fishing Club, and we're going to do a art scholarship for a Bay County student.
No way.
So we're going to take 10% from all of our divisions, and we're going to sponsor a student.
No kidding. I didn't know that. What a worthy cause to do that. 'Cause most fishing tournaments don't think about something like that. That's very good.
Yeah.
And I would encourage our young people to get in it too.
Absolutely.
And we do have a junior division also.
We have a juniors division.
That we opened up.
15 years or less.
Yeah. I see one of your sponsors, Hammer Down Roofing, Matt Andrews,
good
Matt's one of our
company.
sponsors on the show here, and he loves to fish.
Yeah.
Is he going to enter it? Have you talked?
Yeah, I'm trying to talk him into it. He's definitely going to come to the captain's meeting.
He's a good outdoors guy, but he works a lot too. So I know it. So the whole month of, basically, we're looking at November 1st through November 30th.
Correct.
And when it wraps up now, you going to have any kind of awards or anything, or just going to contact people? How do you do it?
Yeah, so we are going to have a awards ceremony. It's not going to be huge or anything, but we will have one. We're going to have the announcement of where it's going to be at the captain's meeting. We're still kind of working on the location, but...
Folks, let me tell you something. We've talked about this before. Putting on a fishing tournament is a tremendous undertaking. It takes a lot of time and energy. And my hat's off to this couple right here that brainstorming doing all this, because I know, especially when you put that many divisions, I mean, usually like a bass tournament, it still takes a group to put a bass tournament on, but look at all the divisions here. So we'll do all we can to support them, and we'll, on occasion, you gonna have like a leaderboard, like a normal tournament?
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a big leaderboard.
Where would it be?
It's gonna be at Buddy Gandy's out front.
I may swing by there or something, take a picture of it, or y'all send me a picture.
Absolutely.
The first week or two, and then we'll see who's in what place and what weight you have to beat.
That'd be great.
That'd be cool. Oh, we're gonna take a final break and come right back. Okay, well, welcome back. Let's first take a look at our fishing game time brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers in Port St. Joe. Our time this morning, 8:47, 10:47. This evening, we're looking at 9:09 to 11:09. Sitting here with Guy Martin Ward and his lovely wife and hardworking wife. I've already been impressed with all she does, because Kaylee, it takes a lot of work, don't it, to do what
Takes
you're
a
doing.
village.
And you do all your work, and Guy gets out there and does all his work, and it's a team effort.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yep.
And your little girl's back there. She don't want to come on camera. What's her name?
Graceland.
Graceland. So we'll get her to come on next time. She might be a little bit more be shy. But anyway, we got some pictures here. I know y'all do some outdoor stuff. Let's look at some of our pictures that you sent last night. So tell us what this is right here.
So that is the Blanch sand fleas that we do.
What?
Blanch sand fleas. It's the best pompano bait out there. I promise you, it's better than live sand fleas.
Is it really?
Yes.
Y'all blanch them out?
Yep, absolutely.
How do y'all do that?
So when we go to catch them, I mean, you get to catch them for a little bit, and there's, I come in with 50, 60 pounds of sand fleas, and then we got a huge pot at the seafood market. That's where I lease at, of course, too. So we boil them up there, and you got to wait for the water to get boiling. And when you put in about 3 or 4 pounds at a time in a mesh bag, like a scallop bag. It evens out the cooking, and it's easier to remove them all at once and then overcook, right? So the key is when you put the bag in there, the first one that floats up to the top, they're done. Pull the bag out. If you let them all float, they become too brittle, right? So it's a process. You take them out of the bag as soon as you get them out, and you put them on a drying rack or a board or whatever to get the water off of them. If you freeze them hot and steamy, they're going to be brittle. Again, the water gets brittle on them. So that's, I mean, we try to put out the best sand fleas for people, and I will put my business on those sand fleas that they want the best.
Cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. How'd you learn all of that?
Actually, from commercial fishing down in South Florida. I pompano fished too down there on the East Coast after the mullet run.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. And then I ran
East
into
Coast. You go over the East Coast?
Fort Pierce side, yes sir. And
we got to talk more about this. It's cool.
Yeah, so that's a wintertime thing. I actually leave December 2nd. So after this tournament, I'll leave and fish mullet until January, and then I'll drive to the other side and pompano fish until February, and then come home and
so
catch
you pompano fish down there in January and February.
Yeah.
No kidding. That's when they're down there.
Right, and
that's cool.
It is it's the most epic. If you like surf fishing, it's the most epic pompano run in Florida.
No kidding.
Yes. You'll catch hundreds.
That's around. Okay, we're going to talk after the show. We're going to talk about that. That's exciting to me. Okay, we got another picture here. Let's see. I'm sorry. Here we go.
Go ahead, Kelly. You take this one.
No. Okay. Shrimp. Tell us about the shrimp.
Yeah. So that's the salted shrimp. That's actually a new product that we've been pushing this year. It's so you salt cure them for about 8 to 12 hours, and they turn real dry, and the meat on the inside is like a piece of rubber. And I tell you, it's the only shrimp out there that a pinfish or a chofer will not touch, and every other fish does.
No way.
Yes. And it stays on the hook. I mean, you can sling that shrimp a mile out there, and you'll catch pompano, redfish, trout and flounder on it. It's great stuff.
You've taught me into trying it already, because I'm serious. And I'm going in a couple of days, and I'm going to stop by the vending machine and get some.
It's in there, yes sir.
I promise you, I'm going to stop by and get some in a couple of days. That's cool. Okay, and what do we have right here?
That's just some fresh Gulf shrimp that we get from our shrimpers. I got 2 full-time shrimpers out there working around the clock for us, so we get the best local shrimp on the market for y'all.
Kaylee, are you doing all the work and you taking the pictures or what?
Yeah, she's a picture taker.
I know, buddy. Okay, here she is.
Yeah.
That's the vending machine there?
Yep, that's our vending machine and our wonderful family. That's at Pier Park there.
Okay, you see, is it the Coastal? It's called the Coastal? Is that a
Yep, the Coastal
Okay,
24-hour frozen bait machine.
Look at that, and you just pick it out.
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna work on this. We're gonna show people that. What is this right here now?
That is a bonita, and actually the bonitas are on fire right now. I went yesterday, caught 80 head out there.
How many?
80.
Oh, cool.
Yep, so we can get some fresh shark bait going.
She's helping out. You're training her. She's pulling the basket. Folks, if you've ever been around a fish market, this is pulling that basket. That's a part of it. That is great. Okay, that's some good pictures there and all. And this kind of job, you just got to stay on it all the time. You just can't take a break.
There is no time off. I mean, not really. I mean, everyone needs bait at some time.
Okay, so here locally, we've got a minute or two left. As a commercial fisherman and doing the line of work you're doing, this is October, almost the middle of October. What do you recommend our viewers if they want to go fishing this next couple of weeks, any kind of fishing? Well, what's out there right now?
Absolutely. The Pompano run is actually started. They started coming back from the west a little early this year, but they have been doing very well down on 30A.
Okay.
Yep, surf fishing. Whiting, the king mackerels every single morning. It's been pretty good at the piers. They've been catching bonitas out there, a few redfish mixed in. The black drum been biting pretty good around the bridges. If you're using a half of a blue crab or a whole blue crab, they tear those things up. You just let it drift down on free line, and then flounder for what little bit of time we have left before it closes on the 15th. They've been starting to move around on this cold front, for gigging. So.
Okay, so here it is. Here's what kind of bait you want to be looking at. Seaworthy bait right there. And you hit the nail on the head. All this stuff is going on at one time. So that's exciting, I know.
It's the best time of the year.
It's a great time. So thank y'all so much for coming on. This has really been good. And I admire you for what you're doing in this tournament. We're going to talk more about the tournament as weeks go by. So go ahead and register and all. And we'll keep posted. I'm going to register, and we're going to look forward to it. Now, we're about to run out of time. Any closing words to tell the fishermen?
No, I mean, if you want to register early, you'll get that free long sleeve shirt that I have on. Otherwise, you have to wait and pay for it at the captain's meeting.
Okay, register early. Yep. Kayla, thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, thank you so much.
Chad. Yep.
Folks, appreciate y'all watching the show. Y'all do something good today for your fellow man. Enjoy our beautiful outdoors. Take care of it, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.